www.committeetodefendthepresident.com.
We want to make it easier. We have a website that we put together a few weeks ago, trumpslate.com, and it makes it very, very easy for people who want to support the candidates that President Trump supports. It's trumpslate.com. You just go, scroll down, click the candidate that you like, donate. We eat 100% of the credit card processing fees, so all of their donation, if they pledge $15, all of that goes to the candidate. So it's trumpslate.com.
All right, so you're not Avenattiing anybody. That's really good. You can also check out Amanda on Twitter at the HWCon, and of course the Hollywood Conservative on Rebel Media, and look out for her also on America's Voice. Amanda, I was telling you off air, I'm going to say I knew you when, because I remember the first time I met you at CPAC, and you were trying to get the lay of the land. Look at you now, running with the big dogs. So proud of you. Congratulations on everything, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hey folks, I just want to let you know about a great opportunity for listeners of Behind Enemy Lines Radio. If you go to our website, www.behindenemylines.radio.us, and click on the same box ad on the right side of the page, you will get a great opportunity for a discounted offer to join SaneBox. SaneBox filters out all the unimportant email from your inbox so that you can really focus on what matters. If you're anything like me, folks, you get hundreds of pieces of email a day, not many of which is important. SaneBox's smart filter will get everything you need to fly through your inbox and finally make email work for you. It gets rid of spam emails, it deprioritizes emails that aren't as important to you, and it helps you unsubscribe from mailing lists and individual senders with ease. So again, go to www.behindenemylinesradio.us and you click on the SaneBox ad and you'll be given an exclusive offer you won't find anywhere else. Gene and Russ, back behind enemy lines. I'm looking at a little more juice for this show, Russ, because we're back together. But let me just say this. You, sir, despite all your misgivings about the Supreme Court, it doesn't really matter because you'll never be a Supreme Court justice because I know that you've thrown ice in a bar. I've seen it. It's happened. You can't serve on the Supreme Court. Even though there are no limitations about who can serve, you, sir, are disqualified because I'm making the allegation right now. You've thrown ice at me in a bar.
Listen, bro, my own brother texted me during this whole thing and said, you better never run for office again because you've done a lot worse than throw ice at another person in a bar.
Oh, man. Bro, it's true. Both of us have.
I mean, can we talk about this I know we got to talk about other things. I know Kavanaugh is out of the news. Actually, I think we should ride this Kavanaugh thing straight through the midterm elections. But we got to talk about this for a minute, Gene. I know we talked about the Supreme Court and a little bit of background here, but let's talk about these accusers, dude. Can we talk about the presumption of innocence and what this man and his family went through for a hot minute here?
But, Russ, presumption of innocence doesn't apply because we're not in a court of law. How dare you? How dare you mansplain to our audience why certain things should happen when you're nothing but a old, white, male, privileged oppressor. That's what you are. How dare you, sir?
So women are I'm writing this down as I speak.
Only some women.
Women are to be believed always.
No,
No, not all.
Who are not white, except when we say so. Because Senator Collins, old, white, privileged senator, we don't like her.
Listen.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, old, white, privileged justice, she's okay.
Got it.
Christine Ford, old-ish, white, privileged female.
Rich.
She's okay, because we say so right now.
Listen, she's insane. Let's start there.
Well, you know what? I said this in our Newsmax article a couple weeks back. I feel bad for her. I think that she was just played.
Nah, listen, Gene, I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you guys. And at the risk of never being able to run for office again myself, I'm putting it all out there. This is ridiculous, okay? Let's start with this. Women are equal to men. Okay, women should be in combat. Okay, so you're equal to men and you can do everything we can do. So how about this, ladies? When you believe you've been wronged, right? When you believe that a crime has been committed against you, the lesson learned from all of this is to go to the police. Had Miss Ford gone to the police, none of this would ever have happened. She wants her day in the public, and she wants to be able to tell her story. Well, how about this? Till this day, has she gone to the police? No. All right, well, you could say 3/4, 90%, 175% of sexual assaults are never reported. Okay, well, guess what? You've just uncovered the real problem. The real problem is this. Why are they not reporting these things? So if there's no lesson learned here, the lesson learned should be report these things in a timely fashion if you want something to be done and you want the allegation to be taken seriously, okay? Because even if you wait 36 years, which this woman did, she still never reported it to the police. She wanted the FBI to do what? She still can. There's no statute of limitations on rape. Go! Or attempted murder, what she said. And we're going to get to the other ones. I don't want to waste a whole lot of time on this, but we got to get to the other ones too, the other allegations. But even Dr. Ford.
The rape gangs.
Yeah, the chain gang, rape gangs, whatever they were. So Dr. Ford, doctor or what? Doctor psychologist. Get the hell out of here. Dr. Ford. I'm afraid to fly. Meanwhile, she's flying all over the goddamn world. She's afraid to fly. What about her credibility, Gene? I had one beer. Donald Trump said it perfectly. They said he was mocking her. She had one beer. She don't remember nothing. I'm supposed to believe her on what she said about Kavanaugh? She don't remember nothing. She had one beer. Get out of here. Really, bro? Do you women not have husbands, sons, fathers, uncles, nephews? Come on.
Oh, the genie is out of the bottle. You know when you have like a soda bottle and you shake it up a lot, but you haven't broken the seal on it, and it keeps getting... more. The bottle gets harder and harder until it like explodes out when you release the cap. That's us right now.
Gene, can we follow the line? So he was accused of sexual assault. That was the first one, right?
Let's start at the beginning. Within 30 seconds of his nomination being announced, at least 40 senators were against him because he's a conservative.
Well, wait. I don't want to interrupt your flow, but even before he was announced, Chuck Schumer said he would stop the nomination of no matter who it was. But all right, go ahead.
And then, we have the hearings, and they're still against him. It's getting a little more heated. Hearings close, and all of a sudden, Senator Feinstein digs into her desk drawer to Plan B and finds this letter. Oh, look what I found here. And then next thing you know, we've escalated to the point where Michael Avenatti, and don't get me started on him yet, Russ, because I'm going to pull a rant like you.
Oh,
Michael
God.
Avenatti comes out with a woman who claims that Kavanaugh was at least 10 parties where there were these rape trains going on. But she kept going to the parties, and we don't exactly know why.
She kept going back, Gene. Why? Why?
Because the music was banging? I don't know.
So all of these women who were gang raped at least 10 parties, not one of these strong, brave, courageous women went to the police in 36 years. Not one! Are you serious?
The man's screaming. Okay, Russ, I believe you. Stop screaming at me. But absolutely. And then, we have FBI investigation number 7, finds basically nothing, as we all thought that it would. And then we have a confirmation that basically goes across party lines, except for Lisa Murkowski, who is just a very, 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 very bad Republican. But that's about it.
But wait, Gene. So, all right, the gang rape didn't go through. Then what else did they find?
Yes, the throwing of ice. I mean, how can
he threw ice? At a college bar, he threw some ice at somebody.
Allegedly, it isn't even confirmed. We say he did, but there was no. I mean,
now wait, Gene, one more. So then, for weeks, they're accusing this church-going man, of being a gang rapist, right? They're accusing this man of being a gang rapist. He argues back, and then they say he doesn't have the proper temperament to be on the court. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me?
Well, anyone who
he was accused of gang rape in front of his wife and daughters.
Anyone who says that, by the way, has never been before an angry judge, because judicial temperament, my privileged white butt. I'm telling you, have you ever been before an angry judge? And they get angrier as you talk. Come on, the judicial temperament is very nice and all, but no, no. There are plenty of angry judges out there, and that's fine to have an angry judge.
By the way, didn't I have to say Donald Trump? He has forced several Senate Republicans to go through puberty. I mean, Senator Graham, where was this man my whole life? Like, he really stepped up to the plate. You got a bunch of Southern senators from Louisiana doing their thing, too. This has been great.
Bill Cassidy, I think his name. Senator Cassidy with
Cassidy, unbelievable, yes.
Right, going through, and this is a good segue to talk about Antifa.
Chairman Grassley, even. I mean, he's like 112 years old, but Chairman Grassley held his own. Like, where were these guys my whole life?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We're going to get to protesting and Antifa and all that probably in the last segment because we want to give that some air. Let's do this right now, Russ, because we've got a little bit of time left in this segment. We're already looking at 2020. I guess Democrats are looking beyond 2018 because they're not going to get the Senate, and maybe they'll get the House.
I don't think they're going to get the House. I want to just go on record right here, right now. They're not getting the House. But go ahead.
GoOnRecord.com. Absolutely.
Go on record, please. They're not getting the House or the Senate. There's no way. They're a disaster.
Getting interested towards the end here. I think all politics is local, and you'll see a lot of incumbents retain. I agree with you. We can do that in final thought. But they're already looking to 2020 at different candidates, and who's leading right now? Let's give you the quick rundown. According to CNN's poll, which came out recently, we have Joe Biden 33%, Bernie Sanders 13%, Kamala Harris. By the way, am I the only one who pictures the giant wrestler whenever you say Kamala? Anyway.
Oh my God, really, dude, really?
Yeah. And that's not racist. That is
Kamala.
Chauvinistic. Anyway, Elizabeth Warren 8%, Cory Booker 5%, and then some local favorites: Mike Bloomberg at 4%. Kirsten Gillibrand at 1%. She can't be happy with that. But more importantly, Russ, out of this poll, 46, this is a CNN poll, by the way, 46% of people polled in this CNN poll say President Trump will win re-election. 47% say he loses. For a CNN poll at this early juncture to only be a 1% difference as to who they think is going to win, my goodness, Democrats are in trouble.
I think they're in big trouble. First of all, I don't believe the polls. They were way off in 2016. Nothing has changed. This president has had nothing but negative coverage. Everything I ever see says 90+%, 92, 93, 95% negative coverage, and he's still holding his own in approval ratings. That's why I don't believe the polls. I think that the Republicans are going to hold both the House. They're going to increase their gains in the Senate. We're in good shape going into the presidential election. But who do you think is actually going to – forget about that poll for a second, Gene. Who do you think is going to come through?
Who knows? Who knows at this point? All I know is I love the roster in front of me that they have to choose from. It just starts at the left and gets further left. They're going to be outflanking each other on the left to go against President Trump. By then, the palate of the voter is going to be so disgusted that Trump's going to look like a centrist. I mean, Biden's probably the most centrist of them all, and he's not really that far from – he's pretty far left. But Sanders, Harris, Warren, Booker, Gillibrand. I mean, come on. That's like,
But to be honest with you, that actually could work to their advantage in some weird way because they're going to have a big field like we had the last time. And Trump was the outlier.
They're going to weaken Biden the whole time because he's going to be the centrist and they're going to start trying to pull him to the left. They're going to try to weaken him. It's setting up for a really good scenario for President Trump.
Trump's winning re-election. I mean, it's not even a – by the way, Biden's in his late 70s. So as we get closer to 2020, he's like approaching 80. Not happening, bro.
There you go. Two Drink Minimum Radio here tonight, folks. Thanks for listening to Behind Enemy Lines Radio. I'm Gene. He's Russ. Check us out at www.BehindEnemyLinesRadio.us. Check us out on the Facebooks and the Twitters at BEL_radio. And you can always check us out on our rebroadcast outlets, including 107.5 FM, WJHC, Jasper, Florida, WDDQ 92.1 FM, Adele, Georgia, and News Talk 1330, WLBB, Carrollton, Georgia, all part of the Talk America Radio Network. You can also check us out at KLRN Radio, Lone Star Talk Radio, Lanterns Radio, Eye Radio, and our newest affiliate, Mojo 50. Check us out over there. And by the way, Spreaker, Stitcher, Podbay, Player FM, SoundCloud, Google Play Podcasts, iTunes, TuneIn, Auto Radio, and of course, iHeartRadio. And I appreciate you drinking for the both of us because we're going to be talking about the escalation of Antifa now. And it really does tie into our previous discussion about Kavanaugh and the protests that happened there, the accosting of politicians, and all the, you can go online and find all the clips now of everyone saying, we'll be more civil after we take back control of government, or when they go low, we kick them, and, things of that nature. And people have really started to take that to heart, because the escalation in Antifa right now, especially in the People's Republic of New York City, is really at a fever pitch. And, we're starting to see political violence on both sides, but it's really escalating from Antifa and from the left, right?